If you're like me, you've probably seen on the news that homes are taking a lot longer to sell. Maybe you've seen your neighbor's for sale sign down the street and it seems like it's been up there for an eternity. The truth of the matter is that there is an increase of inventory right now. With an increase of inventory, we know that buyers are going to move a little bit slower in purchasing homes because they just have so many options. So this is truly the time where sellers need to have a customized marketing plan that is truly going to sell their home for top dollar and ideally in the least amount of time. In today's video, I'm going to share the perfect recipe of things that I do for my sellers that get your home sold fast. If we haven't met before, my name is Dyson. I'm a local realtor with eXp Realty, and I help millennial first-time homebuyers and first-time sellers navigate the Toronto real estate market to leverage for their future. And in today's video, I'm going to take you step by step on how you can win by selling your home in this market. I sit with sellers every day, and one of the most important things that I want everybody to really understand is that my role in the process of selling your home is to be your marketer. I'm not just a salesperson who is going to put a for sale sign in your front yard and hope that the ideal buyer comes by and writes a beautiful offer with all of the terms and conditions that you look for. By being your trusted expert, I really go above and beyond to market your home to its fullest potential. My first goal as your realtor is to really understand who the potential buyer is for your property. So while we walk through your home and you're sharing all of your favorite benefits and features of your home, I'm starting to build a picture of who that ideal client is. And this is really important because we want to target and tailor our storytelling or our marketing of your home to a very specific group of people. The second thing that I want to take into consideration is what kind of market are we in? Are we in a buyer's market? Are we in a seller's market? If you've been around, you definitely know that this is something that I really focus on. And if you're curious to learn more about what a buyer's market is or a seller's market, please check out the previous video. Once we understand your specific targeted client and the market that we are in, we want to start to get your home prepped. And we are going to take this client or this avatar that I like to call this ideal buyer. And this is the person that we're really going to walk through the rest of the process with. And it starts with home staging. Now, staging is a really important part of the marketing of your home because this is really where we can highlight those favorite features and benefits that you explained in our initial walkthrough. This is where we can start to pull in the lifestyle of that ideal client. Maybe your ideal client would be a first-time home buyer because we want to really focus on what lifestyle that this specific property can provide. So maybe it's a work from home space. Maybe it's a area in the home where someone can do their hobbies after a long day. Maybe it's a condo that has a second bedroom that could be really great for when the in-laws come over. We really want to create a story around your home, and staging is one of those storytelling methods that really helps keep that narrative in mind. I actually had a buyer this week and we walked through a home and the clients were amidst their moving, so there was boxes everywhere, there was things everywhere, and when we walked out, my buyer felt like the property wasn't seen in its fullest potential. So staging and decluttering and getting your home ready really changes the experience from the buyer. And that is truly going to be one of the ingredients to this ideal recipe of getting your home sold fast. Next thing that is going to be super important in getting your home sold fast is high quality media. And if you haven't checked out our video, we actually interviewed Alex Coombs from Nordstrom's Media. She is one of my favorite photographers, and she explains all of the difference of importance, the different things to take into consideration, and how her process really impacts the sale of your home. So if you haven't seen it, please check it out because it's truly going to be that thing that's going to take your property from an iPhone photo to that magazine quality material. We joke a lot about realtors taking photos on their iPhone, but it is an actual phenomenon to the point that there are Facebook groups and forums on Reddit of iPhone bad MLS photos. And as one of my clients, my goal is that your property never ends up in one of those groups, because how embarrassing to have a photo from an iPhone where there's literally somebody like in the mirror. Like, there is some atrocious photos out there, and we definitely don't want that, because that is going to change that experience when buyers are looking at your property online. High quality media is more important now than maybe before, because it's such a hot market where buyers have so many options. They're clicking through the MLS photos, they're clicking through their emails really, really quickly. And historically, in a hotter market where properties were selling before they hit the MLS, maybe not so great quality photos would have passed. But in today's market, it's truly what separates those who stay on the market and those who sell fast. The next important thing in your marketing plan, and something that I really put a lot of focus in for my clients, is online marketing. And this is something that we really do, and we go above and beyond for all of our clients. So in normal situations, your realtor is definitely going to most likely post your property on the MLS, but the clients who work with me actually get posted on all 23 Ontario MLS boards. Now, this is just the start of our online marketing, but it's still really good kind of starting point, because the assumption is that all buyers who are working with a realtor anywhere in Ontario is going to have access to the MLS, and that is going to be the first introduction of your property. So working with my team, we get you on all 23 real estate boards so that there is not an agent or a buyer that is going to miss your home. But we don't just stop there. Of course, we are going to feed your listing to other websites like Realtor.ca or House Sigma, which is going to really be great for the browser who maybe doesn't have an agent that they're working with. When they're just kind of browsing from home, looking through Google, your home is still coming up in those searches. And that is really, really important, because we don't want to forget about the group of buyers potentially out there that are just not represented yet. The next one that obviously I love is social media. And social media can play a really important role in getting eyeballs on your home. So we approach our social media in two different ways. We have organic content. So organic content is the content that we post. We kind of just let it live. Maybe we share it to stories, and we allow the Instagram gods and the YouTube gods to show that content to the people that engage with our social media. You probably have seen my Instagram, and if you haven't, please go follow Dyson Realty. I share a lot more behind the scenes. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, you're here on YouTube, LinkedIn, and all of these different areas have a different style of content. So a lot of people will post kind of the same thing everywhere, but truly customizing that message is going to be really, really important from platform to platform. The second type of social media that is really important is paid marketing. Now, paid marketing is when we pay social media in our service fee, no additional cost to you, and this starts to help us target specific clients. So if we go back to that initial walkthrough when we're starting to figure out who the ideal client could be, with our paid marketing through social media, we can really target that individual and really get into their ecosystem on social media. So being able to pay social media to push that content in front of the ideal viewer. We can target, of course, by geographic location, but we can also target by the hobby or things that they have searched. So if there's somebody who is really active looking up mortgages and Realtor.ca and homes and DIY home projects, all of those things are giving us a sign that they potentially may be interested in owning a home one day. And here is your property that could be taken under consideration. The next way that we market your property is through our email marketing. And there's two major groups of people that we want to share this information with. So one, of course, is buyers and clients that are in my database. These are people who have raised their hand and have said, hey, I'm interested in potentially purchasing property in this specific area. So we can be really customized and get it really filtered down so that we're showing your home to the most likely buyers that are in that database. Something else that we really focus on is the second group, and that is our realtor partners and mortgage partners and lawyers, because everybody has their own web of a network, and we want to make sure that we can get in front of those people because maybe they have a client, ideally, that would be perfect to purchase your home. Now, between these two combinations of people, there is an opportunity for us to sell your home before we even hit the public market. And the advantage to this is really that you're beating those days on market and you're not being in the pool of competition of other like properties that are maybe in your neighborhood or in your building. So this is a really great resource that we use to potentially sell your home before it even hits the market. Now you may be sitting there and you may be speaking like, what about all the people that are not online? Because we know that traditional marketing is important as well. So let's talk about what we do in our traditional marketing. Open houses are a really great way to get wanderers and wandering eyes, curious neighbors through your home. And now there's a lot of content out there with agents saying that they don't do open houses, they don't believe in open houses because nosy neighbors are just gonna come in and peek in. But I wanna meet those nosy neighbors because who better to have somebody refer a potential buyer into your community, into your neighborhood, maybe your building. They know the area so much better than everybody else. So maybe they have a family member or a friend they wanna move in. So let them peek around and snoop through. So open houses are really, really important because it really gives you exposure to the public. Number 2 is broker opens. Now, I'm not talking the fancy broker opens that you see on Selling Sunset. We are going to invite agents that are active in the market who have buyers and investors and people that could be of interest of your property. And we want to bring them in so that they can get a first-hand feel. The other advantage of having agents walk through your home with myself is that I could share all of those favorite features and benefits that you shared with me during that initial walkthrough so that when they bring their buyer through your home, they're speaking with confidence, they know the nuance, and they can really highlight the features of why your home is better than your neighbors. We're going to also take that high quality media that we made and we're going to make more traditional marketing pieces. Example, a feature sheet that is magazine quality. Clients are going to come in and they're going to have a beautiful feature sheet with all of the details, the high levels. And the goal of this feature sheet is making it so beautiful and so thoughtful that your buyer can't resist, but taking that feature home with them and having it sit on their coffee table where your home is just yelling at them, buy me. Buy me, buy me. This is truly the goal of having these feature sheets available for clients walking through. The next 2 traditional marketing strategies that we implement to sell your home for the most money in the least amount of time is through cold outreach. And we do 2 forms of cold outreach. One is called circle prospecting, where we call your community, your neighbors, and we inform them that your home is available for sale in hopes, again, that they potentially have a family member or a friend that your home would be ideal for. Because again, we know that a lot of homes in your area may have a contact for someone to move in. The second thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to start to door knock. And for the same reasons that we are cold calling these clients, we want to inform your neighbors that there is a new amazing home available for sale. The other thing that we want to do as well is we want to inform your neighbors that maybe there's going to be a little extra traffic with open houses or broker opens and visits. So we really want to just give them a heads up that maybe there's going to be a little bit more traffic in the neighborhood, and we're available to help them with any concerns or questions. The next traditional marketing method that we want to talk about in today's video is the power of the brokerage. So I am part of EXP. It's a real estate brokerage that is worldwide. And now, what is the advantage of having a worldwide brokerage on your side selling your home? We can share your listings internally with our brokerage, even outside of Canada, which is going to increase the volume of people that have eyes on your property, that may have a buyer that's interested. it really influences and starts to lift up your property above everybody else. But we're not just going to stop there. Of course, we have a local group of agents that I'm part of, and we are 126 agents, and what we do is we support each other by advertising each other's listings. And this is a really big point of difference, because that collaboration with our community is going to ensure, again, that local buyers and realtors are having access to your property. As you can see, our goal truly in everything that we do for your home is to get the most interest and ideally the most appointments walking through. And that truly is going to create the offer that you're not going to be able to deny. The last, maybe the most important point, and if you've been around for a little while, you definitely have heard me talk about this, but it's pricing the property correctly. We know that the listing price is truly just part of your marketing plan. So there is a big difference between your market value and your list price. If you're curious to know what the nuance and the difference, please check out our previous video because we explain it all there. But pricing your home is really what's going to separate you from your competition. A lot of agents and settlers list their property at market value, expecting buyers and their agents to fully understand and to come to the table ready with that expectation. But the reality is, how the system works is most agents put their buyers on an automatic email. And I'm sure when you first purchase your home, your realtor may have done this for you. But what happens there is that those criteria are so specific and so set. So we want to encourage, because most buyers are of course going to have their criteria set underneath their max budget. We don't want to lose that group of buyers because your home is priced over their max budget. We know that the majority of buyers are going to have a little bit of extra room. So we don't want you to be missing in that conversation. The second reason that we want to make sure that your pricing is correct is because having your pricing part of the marketing and strategy plan will also potentially create the opportunity where multiple offers have come to purchase your home. Multiple offers may sound a little scary. Don't worry, we are going to walk you through that whole entire process, but the advantage is the most important of having multiple offers. Having multiple offers creates competition, and it creates a sense of urgency to better their offer. And bettering their offer could be bettering the price, it could be bettering the conditions, it could be bettering the closing or the deposit, but they are going to come with their best foot forward. You can imagine that having two offers that are coming forward and being aggressive to get the win of your home could really be advantageous for your goals of selling your home. Let's recap what we've gone through so far. The first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to identify the market and the ideal client that your home is ready for. The next thing that we're going to want to do is start to prepare your home and start to get it ready through staging and presentation so that it is speaking to that ideal client. We're going to use high quality images and photography and videography to really showcase all of the benefits and features of your home in magazine quality, high level standards. We're then going to use a combination of online marketing and traditional marketing, so both social media, paid and organic, as well as your print materials, other MLS systems. We're going to make sure that your home is being seen by the most people through both online and traditional marketing. Last but not least, we are going to make sure that we are pricing your home correctly to ensure, again, that we get the most attention to your property, ideally a couple different offers, and we want to make sure that your home is not missed by any automated searches that are on the MLS. In today's market, having a robust amount of properties has left buyers with lots of options and choices. And this is really why our strategy is to do anything and everything to get your home sold for top dollar in the least amount of time. I hope that these tips and tricks have shown you that our team will really go above and beyond and ensure that you have a smooth process of getting your home sold. We don't want you sitting on the market for too long, having buyers wandering, thinking something's wrong with your home, when in reality, it just hasn't been marketed to its fullest potential. If you found this video valuable and you found insight, you're definitely going to want to check out our seller's guide. There's a link down below, and this seller's guide is going to take you from identifying your why all the way through the prep of getting your home listed, and then what happens once you get that first offer. We're then going to take it all the way to the close, and this guide is jam-packed with proven tips, tricks, and strategies to ensure that you sell your home for top dollar in the least amount of time. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and it would mean literally the world to me if you subscribed, liked, left a comment, and we'll see you next week.